Hey, so I hope you guys are doing well. One of you made a fantastic suggestion, and that was if I could go through my daily schedule for term 1 and term 2 at St. George University. Before I started term 1, I tried to organize every single task, like when I was gonna wake up, when I was gonna have breakfast. Everything was very regimented to the point where my goal was that I'd be done by 5 p.m. every single night during the middle of the week. And then on the weekends, I'd have basically off. Now, that was idealized. In reality, I ended up doing way more work and working basically the entire weekend. Because I realized that I like to goof off a little bit more in the middle of the day, and that it's okay for me to study later into the evening. I'm gonna break down what I actually did. So I would try to wake up and be studying by at least 6:30. I would try to be studying by 6:30. That would be the minimum. I'd try to be studying either by 6 or 6:30, somewhere around that time. So that means I'd be waking up at like 5:50, 10 minutes, get up and start studying by 6 or somewhere around there. Okay, that'd be the earliest. The latest would be like 6:30. Okay. Before I'd start studying though, I'd get on my whiteboard and I would make little boxes that I'd have to check off of the things that I need to do and I need to complete by the end of the day. This was either DLAs, lectures, small groups, whatever I had to get through, questions, whatever. And I'd go from most important to like the least important. That's what I would do. I would try to get at least 3 hours done in one shot, at least 3 hours. It was really productive for me to get it done in the morning because it's quiet, less distractions. The way I feel is if you get more work done earlier in the day, if it happens to take longer than you expected, it's okay because you got a bulk of it done early. Whereas like if you extend it and kind of wait, then you're trying to play catch up and then you end up having stuff that bleeds over to the next day. So get as much done as you can early in the day. That's what I found. Anyway, I would have breakfast somewhere around, 9:30, somewhere around then. And I'd take a full hour breakfast. On my original schedule, I'd only given myself 15 minutes, which was insane. I mean, I had to like cook oatmeal really fast and so I found it way better to take an hour because I did 3 hours in the morning. I needed more time to recharge, So I'd eat, take my time, maybe do a couple Anki flashcards while I'm waiting for things to cook, do a couple dishes, do something just a little easier, give my brain a break. So now it's like 10 a.m. I'd go back upstairs, do another, 10:30, I'm doing another 2 hours of studying. Same kind of thing, I'm either doing lectures or whatever I hadn't gone through, I'm going down that list. And then we had lectures. So I'm on the West Coast, so my lecture time was at 1 p.m. So, 2 hours of lectures. And at that time, I would, just listen to the lecture while I was eating lunch, or I would be doing more dishes or cleaning or doing something. I would just listen to the lectures. I didn't really like taking notes. I got more out of the recordings because I like to take my time to understand what they're saying, but I like to just listen to the lecture. That was me. You may do other things, whatever works for you. Okay. So now my lectures are done at 3 p.m. because again, I'm on the West Coast. At 3 p.m., I would start getting ready to do my workout. And for me, I would do weights or cardio every other day. So say if I'm doing weights on Monday, then I do cardio on Tuesday, then weights on Wednesday, just alternating days. Cardio day was nice because it was shorter. That would maybe take me 30 to 45 minutes. My weight day, maybe like an hour 15, something like that. I would generally give myself a block of an hour and a half to 2 hours because, to decompress after lectures, I needed to like kind of get mentally prepared, get changed, whatever I got to do to prepare for my workout. If I'm going to go for a bike ride, I got to get my riding outfit on, whatever. And then take a shower. That 2 hours was also like my cool down and like taking a shower, getting ready for more studying. So I try to get like another maybe hour and a half, from 5 to 6:30 p.m. And then I'd have dinner somewhere around 6:30. So 6:30, have dinner. That would usually be a little shorter. I didn't need a huge break for that. I would usually like maybe no more than an hour, maybe less. So by 7:30, let's say 7:30, for sure by 7:30, but sometimes earlier, maybe 7, I'd be upstairs and I'd be studying hard. My last like push from 7 to like 9:15. That's my last push. And it was weird, like my most focus was 3 hours in the morning and then 2 hours and 15 minutes at night. That was like my biggest push. I think it was because it's kind of dark outside at those 2 times. And so like there's less distractions. Like if you're looking at your window and it's sunny, you don't want to be inside. So I think that's why my best studies were at those times. And then, I'd start getting ready for bed at say 9:15. I'd be in bed by 9:30. And at that point, I would start doing my Anki cards. So from 9:30 to like 10 to 10:15, I would go through my Anki cards. Oh, and throughout the whole day, I'm doing Anki. Like, I try to get as many cards as I can if I'm just like goofing off, or if I don't want to like look at lectures, then I try to do a couple Anki cards. Anytime I use the bathroom, I'd do a couple Anki cards. Anytime I had some spare time, do a couple Anki cards. But my designated hardcore Anki time was from 9:30 p.m. to at least 10, sometimes 10:15, sometimes 10:30. But, on a minimum, I would try to get at least 7 to 7.5 hours, somewhere around there. So I would try not to stay up too late. If I'm going to bed by 11 and I'm waking up at 6, then, that's okay. So this would primarily be my schedule throughout the middle of the week. When the weekend would hit, like say Saturday, I would wake up maybe a little later, sometimes early, and try to go through anything that I'd missed, like any DLAs, lectures, anything like that. Then also I would whiteboard a lot, try to hammer out things that I didn't quite understand or I wasn't doing very well on my Anki cards. Like say if a topic just wasn't sticking in my Anki cards, I would go back on Saturdays and make sure that I really understood it. And then do a ton of practice questions. Do all the practice questions basically that they had given us. I know they say you need to do practice questions throughout the week. I did them primarily on Saturday. So I'm doing all my practice questions. Anything I didn't understand, I'd go back and like make sure that I understood it, okay? And then Sunday morning, I would take the practice quiz. Whatever, the IMCQ, the ESOF quiz, I would take that and basically start reviewing for the following week. Do any DLAs that are later in that week. Just try to get ahead. I would really, by Sunday, I shouldn't have any material left over from the previous week, but if there was anything left over, I'd try to get it done early in the morning on Sunday. So that was my weekends. That was my schedule. I hope you guys can take some advice from this and kick some butt on your next exam. You got it.